Hi guys, it's Jason Bainey from EuroOptic, and today we're going to talk about the Razor HD Gen 3 1 to 10. This is a brand new offering from them and adds to their HD Razor line. And we're going to unbox it real quick. So we've got the nice padded top in there. You can use that as a mouse pad, I guess. Your cards, your stickers, a card that tells you how to mount your scope. And like most Vortex scopes, it does come with a sunshade, a throw lever, and some batteries. And we also have their handy little tool in there for setting the turrets, and a lens cloth. And that is what the 1 to 10 looks like. Now they've added this to their line this year to complement their 1 to 6 Razor Gen 2. So currently there are 2 versions of this scope. Both are front focal plane and 34mm tube. So that differs from the Gen 2. They are also just over 10 inches long and 21 ounces. So this is actually the same length and weight as their 1 to 6 Razor Gen 2, which is pretty impressive that they packed all of this into the same size package as their 1 to 6. They also retained the cap turrets, and they also retained the color, which they call Stealth Shadow, but we call it Vortex Purple around here. A lot of guys love to hate it, but it's been very popular for them and kind of a signature color for them. All right, so currently they're making 2 versions of this scope, and one of them is mill-based and one is MOA with a BDC reticle. Both are 34mm tube, so that differs from their Gen 2, but they are very compact. Something else they kept was the illumination. Same deal as the 1 to 6, 11 settings with a stop in between. And the reticles are very well designed. The mill version has an open grid reticle that gives 1 mil holdover, and the MOA version is an open BDC grid marked in yards. The BDC is best fit for 223 5.56 with 77 grain bullets at 2,700 to 3,000 feet per second. So it lines up pretty well on the yardage markers. They have some guidance in their reticle catalog on their website and the instruction manual, and shows you how the 308, the 7.62 rounds will line up as well. So whether you're running 223 with 77 or 7.62 with 168 or 175, they line up pretty well with that BDC reticle. Then there's also the mill-based grid reticle, which gives you about 11 mils of holdover, I believe. An interesting thing about the BDC reticle, they actually have wind holds out to 20 miles per hour on each side in 5 miles per hour increments. Field of view is also very impressive. They gave you about 12 feet almost at full power and about 116 feet on 1X. And since we like to talk about iBox, I will mention that we did mount it on a practice stock, and it's very easy to get behind. It's very intuitive. Had no problem getting on it quickly. The field of view is impressive as well. Basically, when you throw this up, all you see is reticle. There's not a lot of frame remaining. So it almost disappears in front of you, which is, you can't see that on a lot of scopes out there. There's varying amounts of bezel showing, but this one, the black perimeter almost disappears. So they've done very well on that. Also, we really like to discuss daylight bright dots. And the good news is this one can really burn your retinas out at full power if you would like to. I think everyone will find use in this scope. Mill, LE, comp shooters, and everyone else can likely find a spot for this scope on one of their rifles. It can basically cover any AR-15, AR-10 need effectively out to about 1,000 yards if you figure 1X per 100 yards. I expect to see some crossover also into the hunting market as far as normal bolt action rifles, just due to the huge power range. Because again, 10X really covers majority of what most guys will need in a hunting rifle as well. These are, according to Vortex, due in April, and you can pre-order them on the website for $19.99. We have plenty of them in queue, so you'll be good to go. So for those interested in this scope, I have good news. We're actually giving one of these away. That's why we didn't mount it on a gun. And you can actually find a link in the video description or head over to EuroOptic.com and click the banner at the top of the page to learn more about the 1-10 Razor Gen 3 HD. Thanks.